Hi, welcome to Coach House. I'm Steve Gerzeni, and what we're going to do today is show you a little bit about our Arriva van. What I wanted to start this video out with is to show customers exactly what these look like when we get them. When we buy them from Mercedes-Benz, this is on the Mercedes-Benz 170-inch wheelbase, 4-cylinder, twin turbocharged diesel engine, 9-speed transmission. Pretty much how we build them all. They do have an all-wheel drive option available that replaces their 4-wheel drive. But in essence, this is what the van looks like when we get it. So what I want to do is just kind of show you inside. It's a steel van. We have to add windows, but we order the vehicles with all of the equipment inside. Power windows, power door locks, power driver passenger seat, the Mercedes 12-inch MBUX system, infotainment center that has all your navigation and so forth, backup camera and so forth. But this is how we order the vehicles before we get started. So my point here is to try to show you as much detail as we can while we're building the vehicle. Now that we're inside the van, you can see kind of what we're starting with. There's a lot of double steel structure built into the Mercedes van, so it's very, very rigid, very, very, very strong. And we will come in and insulate wherever we possibly can, ceiling included, sidewalls included. But the van, as you can see, is totally empty. Nothing on the floor other than the steel floor, which we will then put a floor subfloor on here as well. But it really is a nice platform for a motorhome. Okay, we switched spots. Sam and I flipped around here, and I wanted to show you kind of the front. The front is a power door controlled by your key fob or by switches like here that will automatically close the door for you. All of the power on the chassis, again, as I mentioned before, these have swivel front seats already built into them. They have all of the equipment on the chassis, like I mentioned before, windows, power windows, door locks, cruise control, adaptive steering, adaptive cruise control, lane sensor. They've got all of the safety features built into the product as well. Now, Coach House is unique in that we do not recover these front seats. What you see here is a black leather seat with power. We do not recover them. And the reason we don't recover them is these have what they call a thorax airbag put in the side of the seat. And by altering that seat or putting covers on them, we are now assuming that liability in the event you're ever involved in a collision. If that thorax airbag's not able to deploy, then the safety mechanisms on this chassis aren't designed to work the way they should. We're now in the showroom where I do a lot of the videos on our products that we manufacture. And here we have a completed Arriva van. Again, 3500 series Mercedes-Benz, 170-inch wheelbase, 4-cylinder twin turbocharged diesel engine, 9-speed transmission. This is actually more like an automobile. We keep the exterior of our vans very, very clean. If you notice, there's not a lot of cutouts. So a lot of people will pass these off as passenger vehicles instead of RVs. It's titled as an RV, but a lot of people can get away with deed-restricted neighborhoods, things of that nature, because of the makeup and how these look on the exterior. They look more like a passenger van than they do an RV. Some of the things on this side of the van, we got a beautiful running board, no electric step on these, beautiful running board that we've manufactured in Coach House. We have a propane grill outlet, so if you want to hook up a propane grill, you can. Freshwater fill here. The wheels, this is again a 3500 series chassis, so we have dual rear wheels in the back. So when you drive down the road, this vehicle is going to be very, very, very stable. But again, the cleanliness, we have a nice outside porch light, 13-foot power awning. It's a Carefree awning that we're using on the Arriva vans. They're power awnings, and they also have a wind sensor on them. So if the wind picks up, the awning starts shaking, it will automatically bring itself back in, and hopefully no damage occurs. But you can tell by this vehicle how clean it is. That's kind of what I'm pointing out with the exterior, how nice it is. We try to keep it not gaudy, but very, very, very clean. And so a lot of our customers really appreciate it. Now what we're going to do is continue around the vehicle, and I'll point out some other features. Now we've moved to the front of the vehicle, and what we want to point out is this vehicle is equipped with a 4-cylinder twin turbocharged diesel engine. What's nice about the 4-cylinder is it weighs less than the 6, so you get better fuel economy. They've paired it with a 9-speed transmission, and the performance on these, there's greater horsepower, there's greater torque. The performance on these little Mercedes-Benz right now is fantastic. But I wanted to point out a few other things as I walk in here. The hood release comes up. I wanted to close the hood so you can see how aerodynamic the vehicle is. Very aerodynamically designed. Mercedes is kind of clever in that they put a step here as well. So you can actually step up and wash your front windshield if you want to. Kind of a neat feature. We got the high definition LED front lights, which are high performance lights. They really shine well. They follow the vehicle as it drives down the road. So from low beam to high beam, it'll light up all of the road in front of you, which is very nice. Now starting with the front driver's side of the coach, we're going to work our way back. This has beautiful mirrors on it. It also has a elliptical mirror on the bottom so that you can really see the traffic to your left and right side on both mirrors. Lane departure warnings on your mirrors. So when you're driving down the road, if you start moving the vehicle left or right, it's going to signal you, and it's also going to pre-warn you if there's traffic coming up behind you. So again, Mercedes is known for their safety. So they want to make sure that all the safety equipment is on the chassis. Now we're going to work our way back. We put stainless steel wheel simulators on all of our vehicles. We do have the option of Alcoa rims if you want to do Alcoa rims. But again, nice big step running board. So you can get in and out of the coach very easy. It's not power, so you don't have to worry about anything failing there. We have our propane tank here, which is nice, 15 gallon. And then we have a little storage compartment here for your sewer hose, electrical cable, anything you'd want to keep outside. So it's a nice little storage area for it. Truma hot water heater. This is an on-demand hot water heater, runs on propane. Again, see how clean the exterior of this vehicle looks. And I think it's one of the best looking vehicles out there, clean-wise. Again, not a lot of stuff sticking, different colors. We paint everything to match. So that we really do like the Arriva. The Arriva is a patented vehicle, and I'll show you that on the inside. We have jalousie windows where we can put them, so the windows will actually open so you get cross ventilation. Nice if you have pets, things of that nature. So we're really proud of our Arriva. We build one floor plan in this coach. Our opinion of the Arriva, it's the nicest layout, nicest floor plan in the industry. Now we're still on the driver's side of the coach, but what I wanted to point out, these are marine. We build in Southwest Florida, so what we do is find a lot of stuff from the marine industry. This cord is a 30 amp service cord from the marine industry. It's called a smart plug. And what's nice is, just by clipping it in, it's sealed. The old yellow knobs that you would turn, sometimes those would arc. But these are a very positive connection and power the coach 30 amp service. Now moving back, we're pretty consistent with stuff like this in all of our motorhomes. This is our utility compartment. And what the utility compartment consists of, we have a little courtesy light so that you can see what you're doing at night. We have a black water flush, so you can literally take your city water connection hose, unconnect it, and connect it to your black water system and not fear contamination. We go through an anti-siphon valve that prevents any water from backfeeding into your water line. It stops. It's a check valve. It only goes one way. So by disconnecting your city water connection here, connecting it to your black water flush here, you can flush your black water tank without fear of contamination. I like to talk about that. Cable TV, so if you pull into a campground, it has cable, you can connect here. And all of our sewer discharges all come out one location in all of our vehicles. So gray water, black water are separate. Some companies combine them. Black water, gray water separate. You have two pull valves, one here, one underneath here. Black water, gray water. We even color coordinate the pull handles for you. Gravity fed. We don't use mansurators. We have a couple mansurator toilets and some models that we use. We like the gravity feeds, gravity drains because they do not fail. The only way it can fail is if the valve fails. Where mansurators, when they fail, you're a lot of times out of luck. There's not much you can do unless it's removable and you got to take it apart and then gravity drain your system. So we really like the gravity drains over the mansurator drains. But again, nice clean compartment, doors shut again, everything's nice and clean, and again, can pass itself off as a regular cargo van. Now just behind the utility compartment, we have a sewer hose carrier. The sewer hose carrier will carry about a 20-foot sewer hose. Above that on the Arriva, we have an outside shower. Now a lot of people like the outside showers so you can wash off your sewer hose, you can wash off anywhere on the outside of the coach, you can wash yourself if you've been to the beach, maybe you have an animal you want to bathe him. And what's nice about putting it on the driver's side of the vehicle, this is where all of the dirty part of the motorhome is. You have your water, your sewer, blah, blah, blah. So if you make a puddle here, it's not going to bother people like it would if you're on the passenger side of the vehicle. So we think it's a nice location for it. Now on the back side of the coach, what we do is we do not put tire carriers or anything like that. I wanted to preface this, probably this whole video, by saying we are a master upfitter with Mercedes-Benz, which means we're only allowed to put items on the vehicle that Mercedes-Benz will allow us to put on. And to do that, the components that go on need to be certified for Mercedes use. But one of the things that we do offer is heavy-duty trailer hitches. This vehicle, when we're through completing it, it's going to weigh somewhere around 8,800 to 8,900 pounds. These little chassis have a gross combined weight rating of 15,250 pounds. So depending on how much stuff you put inside will determine how much you can tow. Typically, again, 8,900 pounds dry. Load your stuff up. It's an 11,030 pound gross vehicle weight rating with a combined weight rating, again, of 15,250 pounds. So don't exceed 11,030 pounds on the whole coach, and don't exceed 15,250 combined. More information, we can give it to you, it's not a problem. But again, capacities on these vehicles are pretty adequate. We have quite a bit of capacity left for loading your essentials inside and being able to tow a small car, maybe a Jeep, something along those lines. Now we're back over on the passenger side of the coach, and you can see from the back angle here how sleek and beautiful it is from the back. One of the things I did not point out earlier, which was we do have a 110 volt connection here, so that if you're camped out, all of your camping tables, chairs, everything typically go on the passenger side. So all of your connections for outside entertainment are here as well. Maybe you want to cook, watch TV, whatever the case may be. Again, nice and clean lines, very, very clean in what we do. All right, Sam, now we're going to go inside the vehicle. Check this out. Nice power door, isn't that cool? Now, come on, Sam, let's go inside and check out this coach so we can really talk about the cool stuff. Okay, now we're inside this magnificent vehicle, and I want to point out the Galley. Again, we left the door open so you can see how much room you have. We have a nice sliding door here for screen room, which is beautiful. We have a screen here, no bugs entering the coach, very, very nice. Nice stainless steel sink here, real nice deep basin. Faucet that pulls out so you can clean your dishes easier, which is nice. We have a Dometic propane grill. It's a 2-burner. We have an option for all electric. We have an option for induction. So we can do quite a variety here. Storage in the Galley. Everything is done by push button latches. Look at how beautiful those drawers are, Sam. Look at how beautiful those are. We do such a great job in our cabinet department. Everything's run on a CNC machine, so everything's pure and clean and runs great. Good storage, little flip-up table here for a little bit of extra workspace, which is very, very nice. Now, starting over on the passenger side again, I want to point this out right here. We've gotten out of Firefly and we've gone back to analog. We hit the marine industry and came up with this awesome panel. These things, your front ceiling lights are controlled, your rear ceiling lights, you can dim them, courtesy lights, you can backlight them, your water pump batteries, gen start switches, everything is put on this panel in a nice location, and we put between 2 and 3 auxiliary panels. What we like about this, without being negative of anything else, is if something goes wrong, it's usually right at that spot. So let's say your ceiling light switch goes out. You still have the rest of the vehicle to use. So we love the analog system. We love how efficient it is. We love how strong it is and how it doesn't fail, and we don't have to worry about it in the field. Our goal has always been at Coach House to keep you on the road. So our goal is to provide stuff that maybe not be the greatest technology as far as push buttons and controlling it on your phone and all that, but we want reliability. We want you to have fun in the RV lifestyle. We want you to have fun in our RVs. So I think it's a fantastic improvement over what we used in the past. So again, a lot of our customers' feedback, it's been fantastic. Storage along the top, we've got storage. Again, these are all recessed Blum hinges. We've got positive door stays so that the doors will stay open. You can adjust them, you can tighten them, you can do whatever you want, but a lot of good upper storage for a van. You notice how our cabinets are all finished off. It's kind of a unique feature with motor homes. Most of the time a motor home manufacturer, what you see back here is the actual sidewall of the coach. We finish off our coaches like they should be. Really a nice feature. I'll close these, lock them up. Now you don't have to worry about any of your stuff falling out. Now Sam, if you could get a picture of this here, this is cool. One of the things that we patented on this vehicle is the ability to have two twin beds. We have a passenger side twin bed, we have a driver's side twin bed. These are bolsters that just come out. But what happens here is you can slide one side of this bed out that cuts about to the middle of the vehicle. You can bring the other side out if you choose, and you can put it together to make a king size bed. Very, very unique, so, and very versatile. You want one side out, fine. You want both sides out, they're on slide rails. So when they come together, make a king size bed or an extension of a regular twin bed. A little bit wider, still the same length, but really a beautiful, I think, a wonderful idea in a camper van. Now moving back, you'll see some other features that we've added. We've got these trays up above the twin beds. These are awesome for CPAP machines, cell phone holders, anything of that nature. Really nice little shelves to put your things on. I'm going to keep walking back, Sam, and what I want to show you is I'm going to close you out of this a minute, and then I'm going to let you come in and see what we're doing. But this is a private bathroom. It's a real door, private bathroom. We're one of the few companies, if not the only company, that offers a dry bath in a Class B motorhome. Again, I'm going to say it again. We patent almost everything that we think is unique. This floor plan is patented. So we are the only company that can put this configuration in a Mercedes-Benz extended length van. Now we're going to switch around. I'll let you get some pictures of the bathroom, and we'll go from there and go back down the driver's side. Now I've come to the back of the vehicle to show you the bathroom. Sam's going to get some more great interior pictures of this, but it is private. We have a privacy curtain here. Again, another bug screen, so you can close your screen door and keep the bugs out and still get good ventilation if you choose. But it's really a nice feature to be able to come into a bathroom in this size vehicle, close the door, and have a private bathroom. In my life of 40 years of manufacturing RVs, we used to build wet baths. And the wet baths always came with some criticism. So we're really, really proud of this floor plan and this layout and the way it operates. As you can see, we use Corian on all of our sinks. All of our countertops are all Corian. They're very flexible driving down the road. No failure rate as far as cracking. The toilet is ceramic, so it's a really nice ceramic toilet. We put washers on the toilets as well, so if you want to use it as a washer or to clean out the toilet or what have you, it can be used for a variety of things, and I'll leave it at that. Now the shower is really nice because we don't use many plastic pieces whatsoever. That's all a fully enclosed fiberglass shower, about 6'1" headroom inside. And again, in a Class B motorhome, to have everything separated from the toilet to the shower to the sink to the vanity is really a unique layout in a motorhome. In the bathroom, we provide quite a bit of storage. So here's a nice storage area for all of your utensils that you would use for the bathroom area. And next to the cabinet overhead is a mirrored vanity, which also has storage inside as well. There's storage below the sink. There's hanging storage behind the shower. So there's a lot of area to store inside a van, which is really a nice feature. And again, a vehicle of this size. We provide every square inch for storage that's possible. So Sam and I have flipped spaces again. This is coming from the back to the front, and you'll notice all of our great upper storage on both sides. We pointed some of that out. There's a little bit of storage under the bunks as well. We actually use a 15,000 BTU air conditioning system with a heat pump currently, and it's all ducted. If you notice the ductwork going through the entire coach, even into the bathroom, what's nice about the ducted system is you can control your airflow. Most Class B vans have a direct discharge air conditioner. So once you turn it on, the air is going wherever. You can direct them a little bit right at the air box, as they call it. But other than that, we are able to duct our air conditioning throughout this entire van. So, some of the things we wanted to point out is going from a raw van that we showed you earlier to where we're headed now. There's an awful lot of work that goes into these and an awful lot of thought. We've been in this industry almost 40 years. So there's a lot of things that have evolved in our industry, and we feel where we're at on cutting edge is fantastic. So we're going to continue our tour, but I wanted to point that little bit of tidbit out for you. Now in the bedroom, we also have a TV that is really nice. So you have two TVs in this coach, standard equipment. You have one in the bedroom that actually will swing around so you can watch it from the front like this. And you also have a TV on the outside for entertaining. So when you're outside the vehicle, if you're sitting at a picnic table, something like that, you have an outside TV to watch. Kind of unique, kind of cool. Remote panels, as I mentioned. We have several remote panels throughout the vehicle that control just a few of the features that you would like to control where you are located in the coach. Look at how easy these seats swivel. Again, with Mercedes, what's nice is I already swiveled the passenger seat. Again, factory seats. They've got some really cool features going up and down. They're power. They work very, very well. But what we did to utilize space in here is, again, patented layout. And what we've done is come up with this workstation dining table. So you lay it down, flip it over, and you've got plenty of room for a laptop. You have plenty of room for two people to dine. Some people want tables in between the twin bed bunks, and we can do that as well. We use a lot of Formica laminates, and we love laminates. We've been doing laminates for 40 years, and what we like about the laminates is they do not hold cooking odors. Even the plywoods that we use are CARB 2 rated plywoods for formaldehyde content. So when you walk into an RV like this, your eyes aren't watering if it's hot inside, your throat's not clogging up. It really is the best we can buy. Sure, we could shortcut and buy particle board and put it in and use a laminate on it. A lot of people might not know, but we don't. You saw the empty van shell, and you can see now what we've done to complete it. We do not take shortcuts, and that is something that I'm very proud of. We're a smaller manufacturer, so our attention to detail is second to none. There is nobody, in my opinion, our opinion, and our beliefs in the plant that build a better vehicle than Coach House. Our pantries are awesome. A lot of people love these things. They're all made out of wood. Your things that you will put inside them, your spices, your cups, your utensils, whatever you want to use it for, you don't have to worry about them falling out. Once it's closed, again, push the lock, it's locked. And then we also provide a little bit more storage above it. Again, our goal is to maximize storage in a small space. So I think we do a great job. Now, just in front of the pantry in that storage compartment, we also have a convection oven microwave. This not only cooks your food, but you can also microwave it. Nice size, turntable on the bottom so everything gets heated thoroughly and good. It's a nice appliance. Below that, we put the largest refrigerators possible. Most of these are 8 cubic foot. You have a nice size freezer. You have a nice size refrigerator. And we put 2 different styles of refrigerators in any of our vehicles. We put, this it happens to be a Norcold, and it runs on LP gas. It's an absorption refrigerator, LP gas at 110 volt. We also have a refrigerator that runs strictly on a compressor like your home that runs on 110 volt and 12 volt with a compressor. So it's your option. There's pros and cons with both of them, but they're, bottom line, they're both really good refrigerators. All right, Sam, something else that's really cool is all of our windows have window treatments. They're MCD shades, a great company. There's your night shade, and we also have a day shade that'll block the sunlight out. So again, 2 shades, very nice. You can't see in because we put really, I think, beautiful valances around our coaches. Now, if you can peek up here, this is kind of a tower of power area. This is where your converter is going to be. And what's nice about the converter is where you're going to control all of your DC and AC switches. When you have an RV, you're working on 2 volts. You're working on 110 volt and you're working on 12 volt. So even though you'll plug the vehicle in, it goes through this converter and converts from 110 volt to 12 volt where needed. So the things that run on 12 volt consistently run on 12 volt. Things that run on 110 volt, just like your home, you have breakers, run on 110 volt. Really a nice feature to have. Generator hour meter, sea level is the brand name we're using to monitor your holding tanks and so forth. If you come down a little bit, pan down, we also provide inverters. So all of our vehicles, as far as the electrical system is concerned, that's a 2,000 watt inverter. And a lot of people said, why is it upside down? There is a reason why in this particular model we do it. So it wasn't put in wrong, it's put in correctly. But what's nice about this, we have lithium ion batteries. We have 2 Battle-Born lithium ion batteries that produce 100 amp hours apiece. And the inverter will charge them. Our converters are lithium ion charged. So everything in this coach is charged 2 different ways. Driving down the road, your alternator goes through a battery management system to charge the lithium ion batteries. And when you're plugged, and then you use your inverter to invert that into 110 where needed. Now the inverter and batteries will not run heavy appliances. They're not going to run your air conditioner. They're not going to run your convection oven microwave. We've got those out of the circuit for a reason. Some people put bigger power supply in. I'll caution you. Bigger power supply, bigger cabling, heavier duty charging systems, dual alternators in many aspects. And what we have found, I think we've hit that level spot very well where everything works the way it's supposed to work. Our electrical systems, we've done a lot of extensive research, a lot of R&D, which is research and design, not duplicate. And we've come up with what we feel is to be the best electrical systems in the coaches. Very reliable, they work well, analog, charging, everything works very, very well. All of our coaches come with either 1 or 2 fantastic roof vents. We're also using the Max Air Vent product depending on the footprint of the roof. We've only got so much what we call real estate on the roof of the vehicle, so a lot of times we're not able to put certain things in that we can on other coaches. We can only put so many things. But they are remote controlled, which is nice. And so operation of this fan can be handled with this little remote control that's stored right here. Now if you look over here at the dashboard, again, everything is standard. We load the vehicles up with all of the safety features and all of the components that Mercedes-Benz offers. Really super clean look, great radio, great nav system, all voice controlled. Everything's touch to talk. So you can talk to it, it'll talk back to you. Hopefully in a nice way. You're going to have lane departure, you're going to have adaptive cruise control, you're going to have all of the sensoring around the vehicle to let you know if anybody's trying to pass you on either side. You have a backup camera. Not many options left at all unless you wanted an all-wheel drive or a different color or something of that nature. But Mercedes is a nice vehicle. They've done a wonderful job with their vans, a wonderful job with their cutaways this year, driven the price up a little bit, which I think if you all have been shopping, you might have seen that. But, you know, more importantly is when you buy a Coach House, you're buying kind of peace of mind. There are things out there that cost less. And I mean that in every direction. Cheaper made, less expensive costs, more piece rate workers. Our workers are paid by the hour here. So if they make a mistake, they're not penalized for it. Our goal is to build the best motorhomes possible. We're going to be celebrating our 40th year of manufacturing RVs. I was just a kid then, And I've been in this my entire life. I love what we do. What's really nice about Coach House is this is a family-run business. I think it means a lot. Same family, same brothers, my dad's still alive, everything's wonderful. Check us out, and I think you'll agree that after kind of these tours, coming to the plant for a plant tour, that you're going to agree that there's really not anybody out there that's putting this type of attention to detail in the products that they manufacture. So thank you very much.